YouTube, it's Brian Phillips. Finally, it has come. It's time for me to drive this wonderful creation. It is a motorcycle, a motocross, and we're gonna see if it works as good as everybody says it does. Spoiler alert, I bet it does. Okay, so there's a power button right here. We're gonna turn it on. Okay, so it's coming on. We're gonna set it down. Right like this. There is a right and wrong way on the stand. The transmitter is already working. You're supposed to wait for 5 seconds, right?
Yes. And
5 seconds of waiting.
Test.
And then you can turn.
Yep.
Okay, so that is going, oh, that's going backward. Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna work as good if it goes backward. Come over here. See this? That's gonna turn the wrong way. So steering, reverse, there's the right way.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's gonna be a problem for the stabilizer. I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start the flywheel. This flywheel runs inside and it's a gyroscopic effect. Turn it on, and you have to wait for 30 seconds. So what's that in your pocket there, camera crew?
Just happy to see you.
Oh, yeah, well that would be weird. So we have the stand. Yes, it does come with 2 nails in the kit, and this will allow you to launch, okay? Now the other thing you could do is, I believe you could just pick it up off the stand and drive, okay? But you're supposed to drive about 100 feet to get the hang of it. This is gonna be me getting the hang of it. Maybe depending on how things go with this video, this might be a video of me getting the hang of it that you see after we get the hang of it. You'll see me actually driving it. Now, this driver is gonna be super, super good at driving, but I'm just gonna back him into this little stand. Now, you can set this up with or without the arms out, but the arms out are gonna give you more leverage. And if you're trying to launch, okay? If you're trying to launch, like for a race, that would be the way you could do it, okay? I'm assuming with some skill and expertise, practice and things like that, you could do it without the stand. But I'm gonna just go with, if you wanna lean more, turn up your MS6S rate, which is like your AS3X, except it is in the motocross motorcycle. Okay,
yes.
Camera crew's gonna move. We're gonna try this. Okay, it's been 30 seconds, has it not?
Yes, it has.
All right, so here we go. So as you can see, I don't know what speed I'm in, but as you can see, I am not working very good. Maybe it was supposed to be reversed.
Maybe.
Because, I don't know, I don't drive a lot of motorcycles, but maybe you're supposed to steer the wrong way. That could totally be what it is, okay? So wrong way. Oh, don't you be falling over now, dude. So Brian Phillips RC, we showed all the whole process, okay? We're gonna let that sit for just a second. Oh yeah, it is the wrong way. Oh, that is so weird. Why is the steering backward? That is bizarro. So as you can see, it's got a pretty steep turning radius. It takes a little bit of room. Oh yes, it definitely does auto executed. That is so weird. Like, I'm not even working at it, guys.
I know, that is so weird.
It just does it, and it does it so good. How is that even possible? It's like freaky D. He looks like he's a little schizo though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, where it lacks is in the slow speed. Oh, did you see the burnout?
Yeah.
That was so dang cool.
But we don't know what speed we're in, right?
We don't know, so let's find out. See, this is a problem. You have to keep driving it. It's not like, oh. Okay, so we found the limit. You cannot run into hard concrete objects that weigh 30 tons.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's the limit. Okay, so what speed are we in? I'm gonna press this button called A or B. That's 3. There's 2, and there's 1.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to 1, and we're gonna see, this is where I hit, guys. Right here. Yeah, that's probably a little bit too big of a bump. Okay, so now that we're here and up, let's just drive. Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, so you can just like set them up and go.
Oh yeah, you don't need the stand. The
Okay.
stand is handy though. Let's try running into the concrete again. Oh, yes! That was awesome.
Oh, I hope that was in frame for a short.
Oh my goodness. Woo! You got to be kidding me.
How is that even
possible? That was hilarious.
But he can't do the grass.
So I'm supposed to be in speed 1. It's like really torquey now. But look how nice you can turn now.
But it's for crawling, so maybe that's what...
He just keeps coming right back up. I love it. I had no idea. All right, okay, so let's try this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. How's it doing that? This is hilarious. Okay, this is comically awesome. Okay, here we go. There's no way. Oh my goodness, this poor guy would have been dead by now. Okay, let's switch angles here. Oh, wow. This guy is like one of the best riders. Okay, back there. I'll just reset, folks. Hey, you got something on your head, buddy? Man, that is nuts how good it does.
That's crazy.
I can't hardly believe it, actually. Okay, so I have figured out that you can actually get it stuck upside down. But with regard to what am I doing to keep it from falling over?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Oh, no. Like, it's just, I'm just giving it a little bit of, well, okay, so the uphill didn't help. Plus, I got to let the gyro work, the gyroscopic effect. Okay?
That is so crazy.
Why? Hey, up here. That is so fun. It's like such a weird, it's such a weirdity. Like, it shouldn't be this good. Why is it so good?
I know, like, I didn't...
Our kid is gonna love this so much.
I know, except he's gonna think this is how you can ride a dirt bike.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
yeah.
dang it. Oh, come on, do it. You can
So
do it, buddy.
close.
So it is a little annoying when you get stuck. Stay where you are, please.
Okay.
It is a little annoying when you get stuck because you wanna just keep riding. But I gotta say, it is actually so easy. I thought for sure this thing was gonna be like ridiculously difficult.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, we had heard good things about it, but we hadn't actually driven one.
Done it ourselves. And like, it's small and you could take it with you somewhere.
Oh, come on, dude. We just walked all the way from over there. All right, guys. So we'll set it up and just give her heck. I think what they're suggesting is you go about 100 feet when you first start so that the gyro can get used to it. Through the tall stuff. Oh, even on the gravel. Oh, dang it. It does not agree with gravel. All right, so I'm gonna try this in this tall grass. I don't know if it's gonna work. It totally works. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. The septic lid almost took me out, hon.
I saw that.
That would be a crappy situation.
You're so funny.
And I'm like 50% throttle, folks. This is so easy. And yet it is also kind of like you have to stay on it like an airplane. Okay. The camera crew took the path I was trying to walk. All right, I want to do these hills. Okay, go downhill, buddy. There it is. Even downhill, it's like no problem. So there's 3 different speed modes. And the speed mode I'm in right now, let's go around the Frisbee golf course. Yes. This is so dang awesome. Was that a bunny in the background?
Oh, I don't know, I didn't see it.
I think it was.
Could be.
Over by the pond. That one septic lid has a little bit of a lip on it. I just love that it's like, it in a wheelie pretty much right away. I'm at speed 1, folks. Okay, so speed 2. There's 3. Okay, so I'm in speed 3. I think what happens is it widens up your turns. Oh, and that sort of like preps it to do, okay, so here's speed 2. So when you're in speed 3, it like preps it to like pretty much always do a torquey inertial movement, because you see what's happening is it's not doing wheelies every time I get into the torque. Oh,
that probably hurt.
Almost off with his head. But guys, I don't know if you were connecting the dots. If you go to 3, he tries to do a wheelie every time you give throttle. If you go to 2, he's going somewhat fast. And if you go into 1, it turns a bit sharper. But I think the assessment, the honest assessment is you generally have to be going a little bit slower to control it. So I'll go set it up and come right back. All right, kids, just remember, that's why your mom makes you wear elbow pads. That's been one run, okay? So into the throttle real slow just to get it up. Just running down the bank there, a little harder on the throttle. And we'll just come up over here. Can you take a step back, please? I need room to drive. This thing is not super sharp turning, and that's one thing about it. So if you're driving on hills, it's doing okay, but it's definitely more technically challenging to execute maneuvers on hills. Oh yeah, definitely hard. So get the gyroscope moving. You gotta kind of turn it into the position you want it in. And then give her a little bit of throttle as you push it, and it's fine. It launches really easy. The crazy thing is up and down hills, it's like no problem for it. But the thing about it is it wants to launch. It's eager to get in the air. And so where you think it would work the worst is where it works really favorably, okay? I just can't believe how good it does those.
I know.
Those rolls are insane. Now, admittedly, that turn is a tough turn because the grass is like, you know, you're on a slope. You don't have a ton of room to let the turn develop. It is not a sharp turn, by the way. So just remember, it takes some room to develop a turn, and you're not dealing with a four-wheel drive car. So when you lose that front wheel, you're on traction. But if you're on the front wheel, you have no traction. Okay, or at least throttle. So this is definitely gonna take a little getting used to, but man, oh man, is it fun. It just makes you wanna keep doing it. So camera crew, are you getting better angle there, or do you wanna come up here and try some more?
It's fine.
By the way, that's braking. Problem with braking is that you have to then get up off of that lean.
Right.
So where you choose to stop, I just use the brake. There is a reverse, I think. See, my wheel is now stuck up, right?
Yeah.
So if I turn the wheel, does that give me enough? No, it doesn't. So guys, you see what I did there? I picked a spot where my lean was gonna get the back wheel tipped up, and that's why it won't start. But these anti-lean bars, if I was right here, then I might have, well, if I was right here, I might have been able to get going, depending on how I controlled it, see? And then I just get going, you see?
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you do and how you want to do it. Now I am going to turn up my stabilizer gain and see if we can use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
And actually get a little bit better vertical recovery out of it, because what I want to do is I want to be able to tip faster. So let's see if we can lean it. I'm just going to go all the way up with it.
Okay.
I am going to give it a push start this time, just so I don't bias myself. Okay, so just very light throttle. You can see I'm going very slow. It is just bizarre to me because really what's happening is you're turning the wheel in the wrong direction, which is just bizarre to me. Man, look how slow I'm going.
I know. I'm really surprised at the speed.
And it's not that you can't go fast, it's that you don't have to.
Right.
To make it awesome.
Yeah.
So this would be an awesome backdoor runner, okay? So if you guys are looking for an awesome, fun, exhilarating experience, and that's getting into the speed. By the way, I did just brake pretty hard there. One word of warning, if you care about your lawn, this thing is gonna tear it up, okay? Because like, if you see when I get into the throttle hard, look at that.
Yep.
Guys, it's gonna tear the heck out of your lawn if you're not careful. Although we've had a weird year for grass.
We have.
We've had a robotic lawnmower that's kind of like, eh. And don't worry, it wasn't like as much or double as much as my actual real mower that can do all the mowing that we need to. So guys, if you're thinking about doing robotic lawnmowers, just think a long time about it. Is it gonna really work?
Except you have to drive our regular real lawnmower.
Yeah, I know. And see, that's the problem, is that it's awesome in principle.
Yeah.
But then is it gonna actually come to fruition? Is it gonna do the things you want? And the answer is, who knows? I am really enjoying driving this. It's fun, it's challenging. It's like, it's harder than it looks, but it's easier than it looks, all at the same time, which is very counterintuitive, I realize, that whole line series of commentary. And one thing that's really annoying about it is that when you tip over, you got to sometimes set it up. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to always tip over, but I am saying that when you have to tip over, it's frustrating because like for me, and I just went through the shadow, I want to go upstairs and drive it from up there, but then I would need somebody to constantly be available to tip it up when it falls over.
Right.
About the time you get far enough away to really see what you want to see, the thing wants to tip over.
And I think with time, you would get more of a feel for it too and probably tip less.
Yeah, I think so too. And I gotta say, having turned that knob has helped a lot with the turnability, because you can see I'm allowed to turn quite a little bit sharper. So it's almost like a steering trim, but it's really a function of the stabilization system, because really the stabilizer is a physical and electronic system, okay? Because remember, we actually have a stabilizer, but then we have, see how much tighter that turn is?
Yeah.
Than when I started. Guys, I couldn't do a wheelie on a bike if I wanted to, okay, in real life. And I'm doing wheelies on this without even thinking about it. This is crazy. Crazy fun. So if you are a skilled aircraft pilot, whether it be, you know, like a little ready to run helicopter, or you fly fixed wing aircraft and you follow Brian Phillips RC and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I want to try something fun and new and exciting. Guys, this thing is really fun.
Yeah.
It is also very weird, and it's also like, it kind of is a little bit scary because I just want to know where they found all these small people to sit on there and drive this thing for me.
But if you need something to do on a windy day and you don't have room for a giant, you know, 1/6 basher, throw this on your shelf and it won't even take up that much room.
Well, and I gotta say, I am really enjoying driving this. Like, it's
cool.
really fun. And the brakes on the front are an actual disc brake. Look at this. This is so cool. See this?
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. And see, it moves. That's kind of weird. I wonder if it's supposed to move or it's just loose. But yeah, this thing does all the stuff I thought it was gonna do, and then it does it more. And it's like, the only thing I wish I could get it to do is really slow speed turns, because I feel like that's where it kind of struggles. The slow speed turns, and then it would be kind of cool, like if you knew you were gonna be doing a ton of starting and stopping, if you could make those arms come out just a wee bit more, because I think it would help a lot with that. But they don't seem to get in the way of what you're trying to do. Like when you're taking a fast turn, they don't get in the way.
Yeah.
Really, the biggest thing is when you hit a big bump and you kind of lose yourself, it does get in the way a little bit there. Let's try over here a little bit. Let's see if we can take out some trees.
Okay.
Everybody's always telling me to cut down trees. I can't believe it just handled that little spot. I went over that little downspout. It's a concrete little downspout extension thing. Cut in front of you here, camera crew.
Okay.
Let's go down by the pond. Even that tall grass, it doesn't phase it. And guys, this is a pretty steep hill actually. So I am just amazed at how well this thing is doing. For those of you that don't know Brian Phillips RC, this is what we do. We unbox them, we run them, or we unbox them, set up the radio system, and then drive them. And we try to showcase them in full, true colors so that you can find out if it's as good as you were hoping it might be, because at the end of the day, this is still pretty expensive. So we want you to have a great experience and really enjoy it and not have to wonder if the marketing company was just lying to you about how great it was because they needed to sell 4 container loads of them. I'm gonna tell you this thing is really fun. And if you guys like RC, you're gonna love this product. Even if you're not like a big ground vehicle type of guy, I'm gonna tell you, this is definitely something that we haven't seen before. It's definitely a fun and exhilarating experience, and it is definitely worth the investment. I would definitely try it. Guys, if you are brand new to the channel, thanks for being here with us. Don't forget to smash the bell when you subscribe so you can be notified of new content here on Brian Phillips RC. We're always doing new stuff all the time, regardless of my wife's birthday or not. That seems to be the common theme, and it's getting ready to die on us.
I was gonna say we have spectators.
Yes, as you can see, spectators. So this thing is getting dead. How do I know it's getting dead? Because it's getting slow, okay? But we also have some feedback here. I don't think it's so worried about it, but I am, because it's slowing down quite a bit. It's kind of come into a limp mode. Let's see if it'll even go. Yeah. See, that's full speed.
That was a long runtime on a 2S battery.
It really was. Well, it's a 2S 5000, and this is one of the reasons why I tell you guys, kids, listen to your parents. Wear your personal protective gear, because look at this poor guy. Not only did his head nearly get ripped off 7 times, maybe 8, but look at his arm. It's
well,
hilarious.
that's why you can buy other clothes for him.
So this guy is awesome. It is so much fun, and just loading and unloading the batteries tells you.
Do you want the stand for him?
Unplug it, put it on the stand. Yes, there is a right and a wrong way, and you're supposed to you're actually not supposed to unplug it. You're supposed to power it down.
Oh yeah.
I didn't power it down.
Way to go.
Is this when everything catches on fire?
Yeah, now it blows up.
But what an awesome experience. It is so much fun. I didn't know if it was just hype or if it was legit. Guys, this is 100% legit. It is so much fun. And there may or may not be an awesome sale right now. So check out the links in the video description below. Get one for yourself finally. If you're anything like us, you're gonna be blown away with how much fun it is. And by the way, that is a very challenging terrain. We've run many, many RCs in this area, whether it be boats, crawlers, fast cars, fast trucks, and lots of stuff in between, up to and including helicopters, airplanes, VTOLs, all that stuff right here on Brian Phillips RC. So if you want to see more competitive or different products, check out brianphillipsrc.com or bprc.me if you don't know how to spell my name. Also, if you want to see how this came out of the box and the effort it took and what type of setup it takes, you can check out the Unbox build and radio setup, which will immediately follow this run. So guys, thanks for watching. If you want to support us in other ways, we have Patreon for monthly support or YouTube members. Both are welcome and appreciated, as well as super thanks for one-time donations and PayPal. If you don't want to be part of those groups, just check out the support us on bprc.me or down in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. Also, the best way to support us financially is to buy stuff from the links in the video description below. Okay, so we just filmed the car recently and we had an airplane going over. It looks like we have another airplane going over.
There's an airplane going over.
This is the only channel where we stop to film airplanes going over because we're that nerdy. By the way, if you guys didn't know what that building going up, that's our dam gift shop. That's a kind of a hilarious play on words because we built a dam which contained water, AKA a pond, and there's gonna be a dam runway, and right next to it, this is dam gift shop. So if you're wondering what that really means, zoom in really far and show them that structural load-bearing beam that's on the back side of the building. That's gonna be for a 46-foot wide door. It's gonna be 46 foot wide and 17.7 high, okay? And I'll let you guys start guessing in the comments below what you think might go through that opening. Okay, ready, go. And I can tell you it will be bigger than this awesome little toy, okay? But if you wanna help support Brian Phillips RC and all these insane RC endeavors, like building 2 darn near full-scale airstrips and having 1 full-scale airstrip, then all you have to do is get one of these and enjoy it with us. Remember, don't live vicariously through Brian Phillips RC. Do it yourself. It's gonna be fun. And remember, if I can do it, just like Tommy Lasordo, you can do it. This actually was way easier than I thought to drive, but also way more challenging. And that's fun. I like that, okay? So even on a windy day, it's gonna meet your needs. So check it out, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave some comments down below for us. And don't forget to guess on what that door is gonna be for. I'm guessing that most of you might be able to guess the correct answer, but I wanna see if you're actually paying attention at this time of the video. And unbox next. Stay tuned, thanks for watching. YouTube, it's been a while. We're gonna open this dinky tiny little box right here. Oh yeah! Just a couple years late. First to the party.
Yes, always.
Yeah. Brian Phillips RC here. If you haven't seen the channel before, we unbox them. We do this radio setup, unbox build radio setup, we like to call them. Sometimes there's more radio setup than other times. A lot of times we're flying stuff, and other times we're bashing it. Amazing!
Oh, cool.
You've never seen it before, or maybe you have. We haven't driven one, so I'm super excited for this. It's been killing me. 1/4 scale motorcycle, ready to run. It's got a real gyroscope, not just like a gyro, okay? Not a stabilizer, it's a gyroscope that's gonna help hold it in vertical orientation. So this is a little bit different setup than what you're used to seeing here on Brian Phillips RC. Now that all being understood, keep in mind that we've been doing ground vehicles for most of the time we've been doing this channel. We just do a lot more air. Okay, what is in the package? Well, it kind of depends on what you order it or how you order it. But as you can see, lots of smart equipment. That's a cool picture.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
cool.
A cutaway.
Yeah.
Okay, now you might be also wondering, how does it stay vertical? Well, we discussed that, but there's these little bars that come out, so when you make a steep turn, it's like a wheelie bar, okay? Except it's not. It's called a lean bar. In fact, right here, see this? Wheelies happen. A normal rigid mounted rear fender would really take a beating. So this is flips up. This, I don't know if you can make them pop out of the way. And then obviously there is a movement on the crash structure there. So you see right there, there's a spring. So that's gonna allow that to move. So super excited to see it. It's a real chain drive. So really excited to see this one. And there may or may not be a super great deal on this right now. This has a motion motorcycle stability. It's called MS6X. So it's like AS3X, but it's actually for a motorcycle, okay? So let's pop it open and see what's inside. Okay, so we'll just put this back here. Oh, full disclosure, we could be using one of our configurable, programmable, if you will, transmitters, but because this is coming as a ready to run, we are gonna show it with the ready to run so you can see that it works. Now, you could easily set these up because they are both dual protocol, and that is one of the handy dandy ways. I believe we're gonna be using a 5000 2S 100C pack. This is a hard pack. If you're used to doing aircraft stuff, there'll be soft packs. And without further ado, looks like there's some stickers here. And then right here, pull off this. Okay, so it's gonna go that way.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, I'll just lay this out of the way. It's very strong. Okay, so as you can see, we got different things here. Not sure why we have nails, but there's evidently nails needed. That's very weird. Okay. Then here's the transmitter. I'm gonna pull that out. Okay, so it looks like it's, this says Promoto-MX MS6X. See video here. There's also a steering wheel, a little bit different wheel on it. Throttle, brake. And there are rates here. Front brake, steering, sub trim, and front brake trim, okay? That's pretty sweet. Okay, so normally pull the trigger, go forward, push goes back, steer, okay? Power button's back here. Yes, you do have to load batteries. This one's ready to run. I didn't see batteries over there, Point.
I did not either.
Okay.
We'll see.
So we'll just keep unpacking as we go, and we'll see if that shows up at some point. If not, we'll have to provide our own AA batteries. Okay. I'm gonna actually lift this out like that.
Okay.
And there is a stand right here and here. So you should be able to, if you're careful the way you do it, you should be able to just slide it right out. Oh, there's the batteries. They're in there somewhere.
And a snack.
What's this? Oh, chain lube. 20 cc's of chain lube.
Okay.
Need some lube, hun?
Nope.
Okay. So I'll just put this over here. Now, very heavy duty, robust packaging, but I still have a brake lever that's sticking through the body bag. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Let's, before we show you the cool, let's put the batteries in because I want to get these out of the way. These are Raymax batteries. So they're only 10,000 times better than our Harbor Freight batteries that we frequent. Definitely can say whatever they're sending from Horizon and Spectrum, quality batteries, they're a lot more quality than the ones we use.
Yes. Okay.
So I like it when they're ready to run because then we actually have batteries at work.
Yeah. Last for more than
one and a half minutes.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working on that helicopter not too long ago, that Flish RC helicopter, I went through like 3 or 4 sets of those crappy batteries just while I was playing with it, trying to set it up. It was nuts. Those Harbor Freight batteries are what you know, it's like the you pay for what you get sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I'm just doing this wrong or maybe I didn't push the battery all the way in. I've noticed that on some of these ready to runs, it's hard to find that rail that you slide it in, okay? So once you get it slid in, power on, it's got different colored lights on each of these dots, so you'll notice different behaviors. Now this should also have smart feedback. So when you get a low battery and things like that, we should expect to hear some sort of audible feedback, and we'll discuss it as it happens. But for now, let's throw that over there.
Okay.
Should be done with the knife, I'm hoping. So body bag removal. I'm not sure exactly how this has come out. This is the first time I've unboxed one of these. And
open at the top.
Oh, that is so cool. Wow, looks really realistic. And you know, we were just talking about this doing a helicopter just the other day. And I was thinking, you know, that helicopters, it's kind of cool to have like a little guy in there. But when you have a bike, you really need a person.
Yeah.
Because like just an empty bike going around would be goofy. This is a flip up top they were talking about. And then there's a skid plate there.
Wow.
This guy actually has a zipper on his outfit. You can unzip the outfit, and then you can get into the backside there, and you can see it's made of kind of like a heavy, here, touch it.
It's like a neoprene sounding.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna zip that back up. Of course, you can change their clothing, I believe, if you get a different set. And that's pretty awesome. Of course, these are wheels, so you can see they're kind of at a different angle. They've got like a little bit of a suspension to them, but they are braced out. And then this back here, you can't see it, but it's that crash guard they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just that, although look at that. That is sweet. Wow. There's actually a disc brake. Look at that. Hold on, watch this. I think that disc is as wide as the disc on our e-bikes, like in real life. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this up, let all that stuff fall off. I gotta say, that looks fantastic.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Dunlop branded tires. They are actual real tires. You can't tell if that's metal or not, but they feel like they're real spoked wheels. Amazing. And then a big old spring back here, so we have articulation here. And yes, make no mistake, that is a real chain. That is so cool. And then as this actuates, you'll notice that the handlebars don't twist. So the dude's arms don't become a weight and shift balance issue, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this out of the way here. By the way, you can identify this as being your motorcycle one because it matches the motorcycle type tires. All right, so we're gonna take a quick set, clean up, and come right back. All right, so I figured out what the nails are for. So you can mount this into the ground, like as a start station if you're doing racing, or you can use this stand, or you can use the combination therein, which is nice because it's just kind of a different RC. Like there's just different features that we're not used to having. Okay, and that set's one way, but not the other, okay? So that's the direction it goes. Okay, now you're probably wondering how the heck do you get the battery in there? Because this does run on what battery?
2S 5000.
Okay, now it's not 3S capable?
It does not say so.
Okay, so 2S 5000 right here. Like this?
That one.
That one?
Yes.
Okay.
You can buy it with or without the battery. There's different package offerings depending on what
like
you need.
this one?
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Exactly.
Right, so if you've never gotten a smart pack, let's talk about that real quick. Let's say you just bought this battery. We have quite a few of these 2S 5000s. It's a popular size class in the hard packs, okay? And 2S for airplanes would be unusual to have a 5000, okay?
Yeah.
So here on Brian Phillips RC, we do a lot of fixed wing, a lot of helicopters and stuff like that. Okay, so they come out of the package like this. This is a hard pack, obviously, and that just means that the case is tough and sturdy, whereas a soft pack, this would be a 3200 3S, and you can see this is bigger in dimensions than a 3200 3S. Here's a 3200 4S, and you can see that's almost the size of this 5000. So just keep in mind there's definitely differences in size. Now, the way that this battery loads into this motorcycle might dictate what battery you can run, okay? Which is not unusual with cars, especially with cars that are expecting hard packs. So just keep that in mind. If you've never set one up, we're gonna show you this right now. we're gonna basically just plug it in. This is why smart chargers are so nice. You plug it into the right style plug, it's gonna wake up, and this is the same style, and it goes like that, so EC3 or EC5. And then I'm gonna choose the channel. I'm gonna press play. Oh no, it just started, okay? So I'm gonna press play. I'm gonna scroll down to smart battery settings. I'm gonna change 72 hours all the way up to 240. I'm gonna press enter. That means it's gonna auto discharge at about 240 hours. And then I'm gonna change the charge rate. Holy crap, you can charge that at 25. Look, right there, 25 amps. That's the speed I wanna charge this particular pack just to show you it can do it. I'm gonna hit back. I'm gonna go to start. And then I'm gonna do this. So now this is only gonna charge as fast as 20 because that's all this charger can produce. But you can still set the smart battery to receive up to 25 amps of charge rate. But just so you guys see what I'm talking about, look how fast that's going. It's gonna go quick. Now, full disclosure, I usually don't charge my batteries that fast. This is a 5000 3S that was used for another piece of equipment recently. And I put 5220 milliamp hours in this one, which is pretty incredible amount of power on a 5000. And that little short stack of 3 all were used and abused in the same way. And they don't show the wear and tear the way that soft packs do. So even if you're tempted to use soft packs from an airplane in your hard pack recommended vehicles, my suggestion is maybe avoid doing that. And here's why. Batteries are expensive no matter what you're putting them in.
Yeah.
So if you decide you want to go ahead and pack in a soft pack, just recommend you don't, because they're going to beat that crap out of your batteries, okay? So that's my 2 cents worth. They're a lot less protected, and this is an awesome product. Okay, so is this going to stay on there? What does that say? Quick start?
Quick start.
Oh, so it's just like a quick start guide?
Oh, it's got
shortcut?
like a QR code. It probably has the same information that's in
Pointed at that.
this quick start guide here.
Show them those colors too.
Yep, so it comes in these colors. Then these are optional parts
Mud guards.
if you want to change the colors if you're racing with a bunch of people. So it probably has this same information on that quick start guide.
Yeah, now, if you want to just point the camera at the quick start, one thing that we try to do here on Brian Phillips RC is we want to give you the full start to finish setup on every product that we do, unless it's just ridiculously simple. We occasionally do cars, and it's like, why are we doing an unbox? It's so simple.
Right.
You take it out of the package, you start it. This might be one exception because it's a little bit unique in the way it operates. Now, we do have a charged battery here. As you know, we already have the batteries loaded in the transmitter. So we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna see if we can demo some parts of this without being out in the wind, because it's super windy here right now. But I just wanna warn you, you see how that's touching? This thing is pretty quick. It's gonna potentially touch. I wanna see if I can flip that. Maybe I've got it backward. There we go. There is a correct way. So that keeps it off of the ground. Now, the other thing too to keep in mind is that when you go to launch this, it needs to spool up, because there's a flywheel in here that runs the gyroscopic effect that keeps it from tipping over. And you have to run it in a certain way. There's a startup procedure. So bring that down here and let's talk about it. We'll point out and flesh out these parts together. So what we like to do on Brian Phillips RC, even though most of you guys will figure it out pretty quick, you're gonna open the battery tray, you're gonna slide it in with the cable coming out, okay? So let's do that first. So I'm gonna take this. You probably don't have to take it off the stand, but it might be a little easier. You can pull this. It is chained on with rubber, like a neoprene cover. Then this pops down. The exhaust port gives you an exit strategy for your cable. And guys, this is part of the reason why we love, I think it needs to go, gosh, yes. I can't tell because I'm upside down.
That way, because the battery would be towards me.
So towards you, put that in. This is why we love working with this particular brand, because when they come out of the box, they're well designed and they're ready to enjoy, and you don't have to sit there and reinvent the wheel to use them. That being said, here on Brian Phillips RC, we understand that I am struggling to get this done because I think I did it wrong. No, I have it right. You're gonna have to move the camera, I'm sorry. You see this? I'm pressing it down. I just can't tell if this is supposed to go that way, or is it supposed to go the other way? No, it's going the right way. I just can't find the hole.
I hate when that happens.
Shine the light down there, will you?
The light is on.
Go closer to the work.
Can
you go right here, please? You guys see the problem? I'm struggling to find the hole, and so it's got me concerned that maybe I've got my battery in backward. And I don't believe I have it in there backward. It fits really good. But I'm just struggling with the clip. Where is that hole? Boy, this did come out this way, didn't it? You see how it's bent like that? I feel like it's backward. On this particular product, it's unusual to have so much trouble. There it goes. So you see what I'm talking about? Does that not seem backward to you?
I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, it seems backward to me. Well, I guess you can go up this way too. That's probably the way they had it. I was thinking it should have been the other way.
Okay.
But either way, it's in there and it's pinned and it takes a little bit of doing to pull it out. But I'm just telling you, if you go through some tall grass and you get a piece of grass cat on there, it's gonna wanna pull it out, okay? And the other thing is, I don't want that to get dragged. If we do a wheelie, this is gonna be well protected, okay? So you don't have to worry about this getting hot because it's just simulated, okay? So then this comes down and it's gonna plug in. Now keep in mind that's an IC5 connection, okay? So I guess what I was getting at before I ran into lots of problems, mostly because I didn't have the skill to plug it in. This can be plugged in. It's not gonna turn on immediately because there is a power button you have to press, okay? By the way, look at this.
Yeah.
You can give him CPR.
It's like the
Wake up, buddy.
Stretch Armstrong guy.
Yeah, right. That'd be cool if it was. I had one of those when I was a kid. Did you?
No, I'm a
Oh,
girl.
you're a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I knew there was something going on. Okay, so this is on. I'm gonna press the power button. Audio vents. Okay, so it sounds like an airplane. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We don't normally hear that wake up sequence on a car. Okay, so there's smart levels happening. It does steer, which is pretty cool. And so there is a sequence of events that we have to go through.
So you were supposed to wait 5 seconds, which we probably did. And then your arming check, which you did. And then flywheel startup. So you're gonna turn that on, and then we're gonna wait 30 seconds.
You can hear it.
We're not good at waiting ever, so I'm in like
3. Sounds like a little jet engine.
It does.
I'm trying to put my mic down there.
So after you wait the 30 seconds, which I like actually looked at the camera and I'll tell you when it's been because we're not good at judging that kind of stuff. But then like, are we gonna need to just take it outside and do this? I don't know what it's gonna do.
I don't know, it sounds like a little jet engine going on there.
Okay, it has been 30 seconds now.
Okay, so now watch. Oh, that is so weird. Like, here, I can't tip it over. Look at that.
It sounds weird, like you can hear it.
Look, I'm just wiggling it.
I know.
I'm trying to go straight back and forth. Do it. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Is that heavy?
Move
oh my gosh, it's heavy.
Isn't that weird?
It's so
like
weird.
resisting. See, if I try to spin it, it just goes like that.
Yeah.
That is so strange. Okay, so definitely, I mean, it sort of has a propensity to want to stay. But as you can see, if you were rolling, it would stay better.
Yeah.
Okay, but just like riding a bicycle, you need to have
some momentum.
Some momentum, okay? But it is so weird. Like you can go like this, but you can, like if I wanted to turn it, there's only, like at an angle, yes.
Oh, you can hear it.
It's so weird. Okay, so let's set it back down.
Okay.
So we're gonna need to have that stand so that we can start it up. Now, flywheel off.
And then you're supposed to wait 30 seconds for it to like all power down before you turn off the motorcycle and then turn off your transmitter.
Yep.
Powering off. Here's your sequence here. Wait 30 seconds, power off, and then you can unplug your battery. I mean, you can hear it. Like you'll know when it's done. I didn't look at my timer this time.
Sounds like a jet engine shutting off. It's really cool. We need to get a flywheel in a helicopter. How sweet would that be? That would sound so cool.
That would be cool.
So at the end of the day, we try to go through this whole process because a lot of you are getting this as the first time coming back to RC. Probably not the best idea because cars are a lot easier, trucks are a lot easier, bashers and crawlers are a lot easier than a motorcycle. But if you want to get a motorcycle and you need somebody to help you, that's what we're going to do. Here on Brian Phillips RC, we start to finish, box opened, to flying, running, driving. boating, whatever it is that we're doing, we show the entire painful process, depending on how painful it is. So this was not painful, it was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Now, also, I want to talk about one other detail. This is going to allow you to tip more. The more the MS6S rate is turned up, it's going to allow to go here or here, okay? So if you want to have less of a pitch.
It's your lean adjustment.
And remember, leaning gives you more turnability. But more turnability means that you're more likely to flip it on its side, okay? So just keep those considerations in mind. And I gotta say, his head is also hollow. This guy looks really good.
Yeah.
I love the way this thing looks. I love the way it looks like it's gonna work. I haven't even given it throttle. Should I give some throttle?
Well, and we need to talk about driving modes.
Brake. Those wheels don't expand as much as the truck. So obviously it's one wheel drive like most motorcycles, and it is definitely, okay, so you want to talk about the driving modes?
Yeah, so drive modes, you're gonna have audible feedback, and it's A and B. I wonder if
we don't have the flywheel off, so it's not gonna let you do it.
Okay. But you're gonna have 3 modes, 1, 2, 3.
So if you're doing crawling, you want to be in 1. If you're doing just regular driving, you want 2, and if you want to be able to do wheelies, there'll be 3.
So you'll just do
okay?
3 and
No,
none of the other
if we're
ones.
crawling, we'll do 1. But at the end of the day, you know, guys, we are here to try to serve the RC community. And part of the best way we can do it, the way we feel we can do that, is to help you get start to finish help. And that's something that we don't see a lot online. We see a lot of people that show the products, which they do a great job of it. And they're probably a little bit more concise than Brian Phillips RC, to be totally frank. And it's not really take a rocket scientist to figure this out. But we show all the steps. And sometimes that means that we're gonna be a little bit redundant, so give us a little grace in that. But with aircraft, we really know our stuff. With stuff like this, it's not that it's new to us, it's just this is the first time we've done a motorcycle. We've done tons of cars, trucks, SUVs, crawlers, trailer trucks, things like that.
Yep.
Loaders, excavators, dump trucks. We've done tons of stuff. Most of you probably didn't even know we did ground vehicles because we do so much fixed wing and helicopters. And that's usually where it's at for me. Quads, VTOLs, that sort of stuff does happen from time to time. But here on Brian Phillips RC, we do not discriminate against one particular brand or style of RC unless it's Dynamite. Just because we've been let down so many times. So at the end of the day, we love this stuff. We want to share the best. And we understand that everybody's operating on a limited budget, limited time budget, limited money budget, and limited spousal approval budgets, most importantly. So if you're trying to get approval from your wife, just remember, if it's on sale, it's always a good deal.
Yes.
So you should buy it right now from the links in the video description below. If you want to help support Brian Phillips RC in other ways, we have Patreon for monthly support, YouTube members for monthly support, YouTube super thanks for one-time donations, and PayPal. Any of them are always accepted and really appreciated. But at the end of the day, our biggest help is watching the videos, liking the videos, click the bell to subscribe, or click the bell when you do subscribe so you get notified of new content, but then buy stuff when you really like it, okay? That's the easiest way to support us. Support us, you support our partners that we work with, whether it be Horizon or one of the competitive brands. We really don't care which item you pick. We just want you to pick the right item for you. And that's why we have set up a consortium of information at brianphillipsrc.com, also known as bprc.me. So if you're looking for somebody that's gonna knock this off the counter with the next product, fine, that's already there and it might wet your whistle, but when you're ready to make a decision, come to brianphillipsrc.com and we will help you sort through a plethora of unknowns, okay? Because everything looks good on the website, but not everything works good in reality, okay? We'll help you sort through the BS. And believe me, I don't think it that good if it sucks, okay? You'll know. That being said, I can't wait to drive this, so I gotta get outside. Look at the windsock. Another reason why you might need a motorcycle in your life. If you're in the Midwest and it's fall, the weather blows.
All the time.
So if you're not into that sort of thing and you wanna still keep RCing, then you can do that right now, okay? You're in the right place. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for watching, and definitely come back for more.